These days, the world seems to be accelerating, always wanting us to be busy, to get more, to do more, to be more. We can have the feeling of always running, chasing after something that seems perpetually just out of reach. We are told that getting more will make us happy, but it seems that no matter how much we grasp for, even contentment seems elusive. Instead of being able to appreciate what we have, we find ourselves forever caught in the past or drawn into the future. We are in such a rush, we can miss the little things, the moments of beauty happening all around us, in the present moment, right here, right now. We feel fragmented, distracted, disconnected from ourselves, from our loved ones, from the living planet that sustains us. Imagine a place where you could slow down, where you could stop, even just for a moment. A place to breathe fresh mountain air, walk in the shade of ancient forests, feel the cool breeze on your skin, smell the scent of flowers blooming. A place where you can feel immersed in nature, part of the web of life, where you can grow and share wholesome food, be embedded in community, and where the practice of meditation and mindfulness are at the heart of things. At Gaia Forest, we are working with nature to co-create just such a place. Hi, my name is Brother Ngawang Tenzin. I'm ordained in the Sakya Tibetan tradition, with training also in the Plum Village Zen tradition of Master Thich Nhat Hanh and the Burmese forest tradition. I'm also a rainforest ecologist and the founding director here at Gaia Forest. The aspiration of the Gaia Forest project is to create a community space for spiritual practice. We combine meditation and mindfulness with deep ecology by engaging with forest restoration, regenerative agriculture, and nature connection. For us, deep ecology is sacred ecology and means serving all life by reconnecting with both the inner and the outer. Here on beautiful Gumbaynggirr Country on the Dorrigo Plateau, we have a lot to learn from the original stewards of this land. Their deep sense of connection to country, to the forest, and all its inhabitants. Their kinship with all life, expressed in awareness and generosity, is a great inspiration for us. To open our hearts, to slow down, to pay attention, and to care for country. Our approach has its roots in Buddha Dharma and is inspired by a Rime or Ekayana, a one Dharma approach. Through my training and practice background, we draw on authentic teachings from Vajrayana, Plum Village, Chan, and Burmese forest schools especially. Our aspiration is to create a space that feels welcoming and supportive for all sincere seekers and engaged practitioners. We want to offer a space both for deep retreat, shamatha, vipassana, and sadhana, and for offerings like days of mindfulness, deep ecology, and nature connection. We also hold space for wilderness walking and nature immersion retreats in the beautiful wild places of our region. Our vision of practice extends beyond the cushion. Inspired by thinkers like Masanobu Fukuoka, John Seed, Joanna Macy, Satish Kumar, and Andrew Harvey, we see caring for the earth as a practice in itself. Growing food, protecting and restoring forests, and living in community as all expressions of the Bodhisattva ideal. As long as I can remember, I've been drawn to rainforest. After growing up in the Southern Highlands, I went to study in far north Queensland to be close to the rainforest. While I was doing my undergraduate degree, researchers started to realize how big an impact climate change was going to have on upland rainforests. Eventually, my research would be about the effect of climate change on rainforest biodiversity. The predictions we made are now becoming a reality. As the climate warms, species evolved for cool, moist forest need to move further upslope to survive. If the rainforest is gone from the mountains, they find themselves in trouble. This is why it is so important not only to protect our montane rainforests, but also to propagate and plant trees, to restore forest in places where it will be a critical refuge in future. So I came here not only as a practitioner, but also as a scientist who understands what is at stake. After 10 years of dreaming, we feel amazingly fortunate to have found the perfect home, near Dorrigo, in the cool uplands of the New South Wales mid-north coast. The old-growth rainforest here is one of the oldest remnants of its size left anywhere on the plateau, and it's protected in perpetuity by a covenant. This region has been a refuge for rainforests since the age of Gondwanan, over 100 million years. It is home to temperate and subtropical rainforest, Antarctic beech forest, and many rare and endangered species. We are also right in the middle of the new Great Koala National Park, and with our help, we hope it can continue to be a refuge into the future for biodiversity and for human beings. As the new stewards of this land, we are actively engaged in weed control and the propagation of rare and endemic local rainforest species for restoration planting. Forest restoration is one of the most effective tools we have for carbon sequestration. Every tree planted here is a small act of repair. We have a pristine spring-fed creek with waterfalls flowing through the land, hours of walking trails in the forest, and a fully working biodynamic and organic permaculture farm with extensive orchards, a food forest, and market garden. Our beautiful flock of heritage sheep produce craft wool. There are chickens producing fertilizer and eggs. At present, our infrastructure is quite simple. 2 small dwellings, a caravan for woofers, and a shared meditation and dining space. Over the past year, we have been learning the rhythms of this place and planning the next phase. About halfway between Sydney and Brisbane, Gaia Forest is accessible, but also feels like a place of genuine retreat, a landscape conducive to stillness and healing. His Holiness, the 42nd Sakya Trizin, named this place Tan Ma Ling, place of the earth goddess, but it also means island of stability. That is what we hope it can become. In this time of intersecting polycrises, a place of genuine refuge for people, for practice, and for the more than human world. To secure this land and ensure the long-term future of this project, we need support. There are many ways that you can be involved, through donations or a deeper participation in the Gaia Forest Trust. You can come and visit, experience the landscape and forests yourself for personal retreat or to help out around the farm. If you feel called to support the Gaia Forest vision, please contact us and visit gaiaforest.org for more information.